Allison GHouse, and I am joined today by the most wonderful co-host.
Hi, I'm Jana Hahn.
This is my friend Jana Hahn. She's a 4th grade math teacher at Norris Elementary School. Also,
Yes.
Teacher of the Year for Norris Elementary School.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was a pretty big deal.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that was
very
pretty
honored.
awesome.
Very honored. Yes.
Well, Miss Hahn and I, and a lot of the teachers at Norris Elementary School, we co-teach or we work together on arts integration lessons.
Lots of times.
Lots of times. So we like to collaborate, and Norris Elementary School is working on becoming a certified arts integration school, which is kind of a big deal.
It's a very big deal. We're having a lot of fun doing it.
Aren't we?
Lots.
We had a lot of fun today.
We did.
We got to teach together today. I need to bring that lesson here.
You should. Oh, it was so fun.
It was the layers of the earth. Our 4th graders made a model of the earth's layers with the inner core, the outer core, the mantle, and the crust. And I learned a lot about the earth.
Me too. It's been a while since I've talked about the layers of the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today we are going to do some math art together, since you're a math teacher and I'm an art teacher. So I picked our lessons for today to be kind of math based, and you teach symmetry.
Yes, it is one of my standards. Symmetry, understanding what symmetry is,
And
finding lines of symmetry.
Line of symmetry. So like how many lines of symmetry a circle has,
Right.
how many lines of symmetry a square has.
All those things.
And the lesson that we're going to do today has a lot to do with radial symmetry, which is one of the reasons why I wore this sweatshirt.
You don't say.
This belonged to my grandma Alice. And
Granny Alice.
Grandma Alice, after she passed, a bunch of us granddaughters got sweatshirts. Yeah, and this was one I got, and I really love it. And it's extra granny, I think, but it feels radial, like radial symmetry on there, on the snowflakes. And so I wore it.
Miss GHouse, I'm so sorry. Can you explain to me what is radial symmetry?
Radial symmetry is symmetry that's not just like a mirror symmetry, right? There's reflectional symmetry that's just like a butterfly's wings.
Right.
But radial symmetry is where you start in the middle and it is symmetrical all the way around, like a sunshine.
Okay. Don't think I knew that, but thanks
Radial
for letting
symmetry.
me know. Okay, I learned something today.
So we're gonna do like a mandala, or some people call it a mandala.
Like a mandolin?
Nope.
Oh.
This would be like, sometimes you see it in like Tibetan monks make sand mandalas. I have a really good YouTube video I can show you about that.
You might have
where they
to.
do the sand mandalas, and it's like a whole art form in itself. But a mandala is like a radial symmetry artwork.
Okay.
So that's kind of going to be our focus today.
Is it always a circle?
No,
Not necessarily. Okay.
but it's radial, so it starts from the middle and radiates out.
Gotcha. Okay.
I did bring a couple books to share.
Oh.
This one's called Seeing Symmetry, and I actually think when your coworker,
Miss Mitz?
Kelsey Mitzelfeld, was teaching
Yes.
the 4th grade, I think I bought this book for her. Or,
You mean when she taught math?
yeah, back when she taught math,
Oh, okay.
before she took the switch.
Yeah. She probably didn't use it.
This one's pretty radial looking.
Yeah.
A flower.
And radical.
Radial and radical. So this is a symmetrical book. A snowflake is an example of radial symmetry.
Okay.
Kaleidoscope.
Okay.
Water wheel. These are radial symmetry. Versus this, which would be like reflectional symmetry.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then the other book I brought, which you actually gave me,
I did. It looked like a book for you.
and you didn't know, but I had it on my Amazon wish list. And
Somebody told me.
Really?
No.
You were just like, Allison needs this book. This one's a really cool one. So when we started on our cut paper project here in a minute, we're going to look at that. So when I teach symmetry in art class, because you teach it in math, but then I also teach it in art because it's...
Actually, no, I give it all to you.
Oh, right. That's right. I teach it.
I trust you. I should check it off my list.
Like GHouse has got this. So one of the things I do with my students is we start with trying to create symmetry on these circles.
Circles that have been partitioned into equal parts.
Yeah, like a pie.
Yeah.
So this would be 1/4.
Each piece is a fourth.
Yeah. Or you could pick an 1/8. Which one do you want? Or
I'll
a
take
half?
Give me a fourth, just
There
to,
you go.
know.
Just to kind of easy
ease my
peasy.
way in,
And then
yeah.
we're going to use these. Do you know what these are called?
Those are called like pattern blocks.
Pattern blocks. Yeah.
That's what
and
I
then
call
you
them.
create. So what I try and do is encourage the students to create symmetrical designs using
Which means
pattern blocks.
this half line, whatever I do on this side, I'm doing exactly the same on the other.
That's right.
Okay. Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I know. I think it's pretty fun. I also have this Symmetry card game
Yeah.
that I get out every year right before TCAPs that I play with the kids, and it's
Yeah.
all about symmetrical shapes and different types of shapes, and they have to hold the shape. They take the shape and they hold it up against their forehead,
Oh, yeah.
so they don't know what it is,
And the kids
other
have to
kid
try to
has to describe it without saying the name. Like,
That's
you can't
always
say
funny.
hexagon. You can't say.
Yes.
They think that
I
is
love
so
doing those things.
fun.
Yep.
Have you ever played that game? Have you ever played headbands?
I have them in my class. Let
I
me
do
tell
too.
you.
I've got to sit in my class.
So-
And the kids think it is a hoot.
Oh my gosh, we will review our social studies vocabulary with those sometimes,
Okay,
and it
tell
is hilarious.
How do you do that?
Because I tell them that they can either like act it out,
Yes.
or they can do like what you said. Try to get them to say the word, but you can't
Without
say
saying
the word.
yeah.
Yes, and it is so funny sometimes. It's hilarious.
So if you
But
were
we love
trying
it.
to get them to say orange square, you could say like
It has 4 equal sides.
equal sides, and the color is
It's like
vols.
vols or a carrot or whatever.
Right, to give them
That's
an
hilarious.
orange square, yes.
That would be funny. You know what I did one time?
What?
Can we like ad lib here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you just tell me, girl. Talk to
One
me.
time I like had 9 different people in like on Post-it notes,
Yeah.
and I would pick 2.
So you had
out
all
of
the
my
students'
pile. Just-
names.
No. People from American history, from what we're doing.
okay.
Like George Washington, King George,
Yep.
Loyalists, Patriots, like
Got
all
it.
these people. Okay.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, you are Z. You are Z. If they met each other, what do you think they would say?
Oh my gosh.
It was hilarious.
That sounds amazing.
It was so funny.
And they just did like an improv.
yeah,
That's awesome.
like when I was doing the Indians, you stole my land. You know, it was just like they were funny.
That's
It was a hoot.
fantastic.
It was a hoot.
Those kids love that kind of stuff. Way better than a worksheet.
Oh yeah. Is
What
there
you
a
looking
square
for?
in here by any chance?
I've been taking all the orange squares.
No thanks,
There you go.
'cause I need some of them.
Some.
to fit in my design.
So when I get these blocks out for the students, this one is always their favorite.
I bet.
I guess
it's the
because
biggest.
it's the biggest.
Oh yeah.
And so one time I was at the Anderson County Teacher Supply Depot,
Yes.
one of my favorite places to
Oh my
shop.
gosh. There were a bunch of those.
The Teacher Supply Depot.
I haven't
If
been
you
there.
don't know, it's free supplies for teachers. You haven't never been there? We got to go together.
No, but listen.
Bring a wagon. I'll bring my wagon.
Listen.
We'll load it up. What?
You probably weren't in on this joke, but when I was first hired and was told about the Teacher Depot, and they gave us all this little bag that said Teacher Depot.
Yes.
They're like, take this bag and get whatever you want. Da, 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 da. So I don't know. One day it was like the Teacher Depot time, and the wrong people at my school heard me say, "I can't go. I don't have my bag." They said I had to take my bag and fill it up.
And so they told you not to go?
So like every time it's like, do you have that bag with you?
Oh, no.
Because you can't get anything unless you have that bag.
Oh, no.
I didn't know.
Oh, no. That's awful.
I thought that was the reason, so you wouldn't take everything. You could only take what would fit in your bag.
No, I take my wagon.
Well, see, I didn't know.
There are
they
some
didn't- they
restrictions.
didn't
Like
tell me
certain
that.
things will say, like, Kleenexes limit
Only
to.
2 or
Yeah.
something.
But there's a lot of stuff there that they're like, please just take what you need.
I need to
so
go. Where do they get the stuff? Like,
a lot of local companies donate supplies and things.
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty great. I think it's pretty great. Well, I was going to tell you a story about why I was at this. Oh, I was at the Teacher Supply Depot,
get
and there was a
those?
whole tub of these just this.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you're coming home
Yeah.
with me. And I think sometimes it's different supplies that maybe a teacher doesn't need anymore, that a school has an
Yeah.
excess of it, because some of the supplies are kind of gently used.
Yeah.
They're not just brand new, although there's no like gently used crayons. All the crayons are brand new.
God, you
Thank
cannot
goodness.
gently use a crayon. I don't know how you do that.
No.
The way they're made these days, you push down barely and they break.
So I have a theory about that.
Crayons?
Crayola crayons, the washable ones, which I don't know why you need a washable crayon, but if you get a washable crayon, they break so much faster than a regular crayon.
Really?
And it must be something they put in there to make it washable.
Washable.
But I don't
makes
know
it-
what, I don't
know.
know why you need a washable crayon.
I don't know. Just don't rat on yourself.
Well, and crayons don't really stain clothes. I don't have a problem with
know.
that.
I haven't.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. I feel like you went much faster than I did.
Well, I'm pretty quick at things.
I know. That's what I heard about you.
I move quickly. You know, we can be done with this and move on to our next part.
It's up to you. Whatever. I'm okay.
I like what's happening there.
Sure.
So now that we're looking at this, one thing you could do, tell me if I'm just like thinking out loud here.
Okay.
How could students like use this to then like talk, well, we'll talk about more about that on this one. This is the one we're going to do next. And we're going to talk a little bit about using this with fractions also in addition to symmetry.
Okay.
So that'll be easier. Let's dump these.
Okay.
I buy 10 grams.
That was fun though. The kids would have a blast doing that. You said you do that with the kids in art?
Yeah, but just one day.
Okay,
But you could do it with the kids additional days.
so you don't do it with my kids?
I do.
But
They just do it once.
Do it again. Okay.
They could do it more than once
Yeah.
because like you
That's
could
fun.
do it all kinds of times and you do different
Yeah.
sizes and
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay.
Okay, let's do this next one. Here you go. You're going to need a black piece of paper,
Okay.
and the kids will tell you you can't write on this with a pencil, but you can.
Yeah, you can. You can
Yeah.
see pencil on black.
Exactly, but they're like, I can't see my name.
come
Yes, you
on.
can. Yes, you can. So I would have the kids write their name on the back of this.
Right. Okay.
And then I'm going to fold this like a book,
Okay.
and I'm going to open it up and fold it the other way just to make 4 squares. So I'm dividing this up just like we had on here, right? Except it's not a circle.
Gotcha.
It's a square, but we still have it in quarters.
Gotcha.
Then I have pre-cut some circles for us. You know I'm really fast at that too.
Yes. you're the
Oh, I
fastest
brought
circle
this to
cutter
show
I've
you.
ever
This
seen.
is the circle tracer. Craftiness is happiness.
It is.
It's like a coaster.
Yes.
One of my students gave me that one year, and it stays in my art studio at my house, also known as my dining room.
Yes.
And I was needing a circle to trace, and I thought, oh, this is the perfect size circle. So here we go. We're going to now use the circles to create a radial design on here.
Okay.
The rule is you have to use either a whole, a half, a fourth, or an eighth piece of the circle. So you can't just take this and like cut whatever you want out of it and glue it
Okay,
down.
okay.
So if you wanted to make a half and use a half, you would just fold it and cut it in half. If you wanted to use a fourth, you could do that. And I think it's kind of nice to have the students cut some pieces, and then just like we played with the tangrams or with the pattern blocks, have them kind of move the pieces around to create their designs.
They can figure out what they want to do.
Yeah,
Okay.
before they start gluing.
Gotcha.
And in this picture pie book, there are all kinds of designs. Here it says, this book shows how a circle divided like a pie can be used to make pictures. Look,
Ooh.
Those are cool.
Yeah. Fancy.
I like those a lot.
Those are all circle pieces? I wonder what these are.
Oh, those?
That's interesting. It looks like
That is,
That's I don't know.
I don't know.
Baffled.
Baffled by that
I am
one.
baffled.
Maybe they cheated.
I bet they did.
No. How did they do that?
Wait a minute. Weight.
Oh,
A half
oh.
in those on top.
Half
A half on top. Or a half on the bottom, like this way.
this way. Okay.
And then that turn the other way? No, like the straight side going. Yeah,
Yep.
there it is. Looks like a flower. What in the
Whoa.
world?
Look, look.
Mind is blown.
Look at
right
that.
now.
Wait a minute. Am I doing that right? Yeah. That's it.
My
That's
mind
it.
is blown.
All they did was flip flop those.
I mean,
Ah!
that's beautiful.
That's like a butterfly. Oh
Dude.
man.
Who would have thunk it?
Look at that. I'm so pumped about that. Like, look at that one. Have you ever tried to make a quilt?
Have you met me?
Oh gosh.
No.
It's complicated. I was trying to
I'm sure
make
it is.
just some quilt squares. Look at those fish.
Check it.
Our third grade math teacher, Miss Cox, does fraction fish with our kids, and it's the same as this.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Look. Oh man. Everybody needs to order this book
Get
right now.
picture
Get
pie.
it. Get it.
Get it while it's hot.
Uh-huh. All right, but we're gonna do a mandala.
But wait, if you order it right now.
Radial
Just kidding.
symmetry. Here we go.
So,
I think I'm gonna turn mine though. I'm gonna turn mine and do mine on a diamond
okay, well, I'm not, just so we can be different.
for funsies. Okay. Very good. And I think this one I didn't really keep my colors symmetrical like these two. I guess these two are symmetrical with each other.
Yeah.
But see how I swapped my colors out? So you have to decide if you're going to have your students be like super picky about color or not.
Okay.
Like these colors, the shapes are symmetrical, but the colors are not. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's more of like a design choice, is how you're going to do your colors.
Now, is this radial symmetry?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just trying to think here.
Look at this one.
That's super cool.
I'm blown away by that
Okay.
one design.
Question.
Yes, ma'am.
When Miss Cox does her fish fractions,
Yeah.
what, like, they build fish out of this, and
Yeah.
then finished product, what do they do?
So
Is it like,
so they take I think we usually use like a blue piece of construction paper.
okay.
And then we provide them with a bunch of circles. Or you know what she has done before is we actually take cardstock
Yeah.
and run it through the copy machine with circles on it. And so then the kids cut the
Cut 'em
circles.
out. Yeah.
But depending on their cutting skills, sometimes it's easier to just provide them with the circle.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then they have to fold and cut like this into pieces. And then they do the fish, whatever style of fish they want. And I think she says, you need to have at least 3 different,
Yeah.
she gives them some kind of criteria for how many creatures need to be on their thing. And then we always buy sticker googly eyes
Oh,
for funsies. And then they can use like a Sharpie or something to add little details.
Yeah.
And that's it. Oh, and then I think they have to do some sort of math with it.
Any idea what it is?
Oh, no.
I'll have to ask her, because I could technically do something similar, but I don't want to do something exactly the same. And like maybe after they have finished their creation, they have to tell me how many whole circles are in their creation.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about with this. That's what I was trying to say before with the pattern blocks.
Yeah.
But you could say like how many, count up the total number of holes.
Yeah.
Okay,
using all
but
the
now
different
let me
pieces.
ask you a question.
Yes.
I don't know about this one. Like I layered these on top of
Yeah.
these. So would you consider,
Let me see. I have to think
you
about
might have to say you can't glue one on top of the other if they're gonna count them
Yeah,
up after.
probably.
After I did these, I thought, oh, that kind of messes with the total amounts.
I mean, technically, this would be like way up there, but if that is a 4th and that is an 1/8,
they would count both.
technically that would be an 1/8 here, and and then that together would be an 8.
That would be a 16th, and that would be a 16th.
But we don't really go that.
That's a little too much, right?
Yeah. That would be the advanced
But
class.
if you were going to teach this to your students, you could say
No overlap.
overlapping, and then that way they can actually count up their total.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to start here.
Yeah, especially when we add mixed numbers.
What does that mean, adding mixed numbers?
Well, you know, a mixed number is a whole number and a fraction. 3.5, that's a mixed number. So,
Oh, right.
like this fish has 3.5 circles. This fish has 4 2/3 circles. How many circles is that all
I
together?
like
Ba-bum.
that. Yeah, I like that so much. Okay. I'm going to do this one like this. I do like that. That looks good. I've also seen, you know, I just brought construction
Are you
paper.
copying me?
No, I am not. Mine's on an angle.
I'm talking about the middle part.
Well, I know, but mine's on the angle like that. So it looks like a diamond. I was copying this one, and so were you.
Okay. Well, maybe.
Oh, gosh. I think if I could buy supplies for this and not just use the supplies I had in the art room already, which
Yeah.
is what I did, I brought construction paper that I already had.
Yeah.
I would buy Astro Brights, like neon
Oh, yeah.
on the black would look so
Really
cool.
pop.
Yeah. That would be the dreamy way I would want to do it.
Yeah. I'll have to get with Miss Cox and see what she does so I don't do exactly
Yeah,
the same.
you should though. I think that they
doing
would
it.
love it. And
And maybe it didn't have to be fraction fish. It could be, I don't know, something.
other kind of animal. Create your own
The
animal. Fraction
fraction.
forest. Bunnies, bears,
Oh my.
birds,
And we could,
peacock. It could be like Museum
stop.
of Appalachia.
I mean, my mind's going crazy right now. I'm thinking of you drawing a forest. And we're going out there and adding our fraction
It could be-
frolicking.
right? It could be
friends.
a collaborative artwork where we have a whole banner of forest stuff going. And then they
Yes.
all have to go glue their fraction pieces up there. Wouldn't that be so fun? The first year, I
Yes,
think
I think
Miss
that's happening.
Cox has taught that fraction fish project. Probably this is her 3rd or 4th year she's taught that.
Have they been in the hall? Mm-hmm. I swear I don't remember seeing them.
Well, she said the next day she had kids come into math class and say, "Do we have to do math today or do we get to do art again?" And she's
That's
like, "That was
hilarious.
math. That was math." That's the best part about the arts integration.
Yes.
It's like secret.
Secretly
Secret
making
surprise.
them learn.
Okay, tell me what your thoughts are. Oh, you're really good at just a dot, not a lot.
I mean, right?
That's a struggle to teach the kids just a dot, not a lot. What are your thoughts about white glue versus
Glue sticks. I hate glue sticks.
I do too.
God, they're
Oh, I
terrible.
hate glue sticks. Nothing sticks. Either that or the kids like eat the glue.
Lose the lid.
I love white glue, and I'm on a lot of different art teacher Facebook groups and stuff.
Yeah,
And
they hate them too.
no, most art teachers don't like white glue,
Really?
which is insane. I'm like, because the kids, they pour out too much. You just have to teach them
You just have
just
to
a
teach
dot,
them.
not a lot.
Or can you just put some on a plate and give them a Q-tip?
So some teachers will take like a little plate with a sponge on it, and you put watered down glue in the sponge, and they just do like that.
Ooh,
I haven't tried that yet, but I've heard that is like,
That's a
kinda
good
dreamy.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to not ask for glue sticks anymore on my supply list because I don't like it.
I'm a big fan of the white glue, just the plain white glue. You just got to teach them how to use it, and then you also have to teach them, and I think a lot of people don't realize this, they have to close the lid, because if you don't close the lid, the next time you use them, it's
all
clogged.
yeah.
Yep. It's all about teaching the procedures and the caring for the supplies.
I hear you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with how this is going.
See, this is something that I could just do and it would take me a really long time.
What do you mean it would
Because,
take you a really
like,
long time?
because I'd do something, I'd sit and look at it for a minute, and then I'd think if I want this or that.
Oh, if
and
you
then I'd
were
change
doing
my
it as an artist,
mind.
it, like, yeah, you could mess around with it forever.
Yes. And I have a lot of kids like that. They
So-
are very into their artwork
Yes,
when they're
taking their
creating.
time, like
Yes.
little art snails.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you, I hadn't really given it much thought until the first year I went to the Tennessee Arts Academy, and you have attended the Tennessee
I
Arts
have.
Academy with me, which is so fun.
have.
It's
The best thing, okay, I won't say what the best thing is.
What was the best thing?
You'll get mad because it's not art.
No, it's okay. What was the best thing?
The gravy.
Oh yeah, she did. She she loved the breakfast gravy. And then, did I tell you this year? We were there this year, and they had put out Alfredo sauce for breakfast. And Miss Reeves put a bunch of Alfredo sauce on her
She
biscuit.
thought it was gravy.
Well, everyone did. Everyone was like, this gravy smells weird. And so she looked at it and she goes, Allison, I don't think this is gravy. I was like, yes, it is. Just get it. Let's go. Like, come on already. Hurry, hurry. Let's eat our breakfast. Because it's in Nashville. It's at Belmont University. And like the food is amazing.
Yeah.
And someone just accidentally put the lunch menu out for breakfast. Well, then we come to find out that it's Alfredo sauce, and everybody was like, why does this gravy taste funny? But the gravy is delicious when it's actual gravy.
Biscuit Alfredo.
But the first year I went, I realized, so for the art track, because you did like the drama track.
Of course.
Yeah. The art track, we go, all the art teachers go, and you're actually making art that you could then use, like stuff like this, like something you could use with your students. And I'm like, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time, because they are throwing projects at you way more than you can finish. And I was like, this is how my kids feel.
Yeah.
This
it really
is how my students feel when I say, okay,
we're
art's
done.
over, you gotta stop.
Yes.
I know it's hard to stop making art, but we gotta go.
That's frustrating.
And they're like right in the middle of their like
they have come up with a plan.
and they
And now yet they have to stop.
And then it's like Miss Greenhouse says, nope, we gotta go.
I know.
One
get
tip
it.
for this though is to have either an envelope or a Ziploc bag with each kid's name on it, and if they're not done, they can put their pieces in
Yeah.
something
Do it later.
Yeah, because I can see this being time consuming for a lot of kids,
Yeah. Same.
but fun. I didn't look at this book when I did my first one, but I'm kind of blown away with these.
Yeah.
That's pretty
turn
fun.
it around and make something else. That's really cool.
I like it. Now what's next for me?
I'm at a standstill.
Well, you could do something out here. You can do something in the corner, depending on how
see.
you cut it.
Let me think. Yes.
I'm
I
going
guess I can
here.
do that. It's overlapping a little bit, but it'll be okay.
Are you going to make me count up my holes here in a minute?
Yep. I'll
Okay.
test you out.
Oof, I might need to get a pencil. Or a calculator.
Nope.
Nope.
Not allowed.
Oh my gosh. I'm real nervous about this part. Math was never really my strength. I think would just get so nervous.
About math?
Yeah. I just felt like
Being a math person, it's hard to understand, but I'm sure you say being an art person, it's hard for you to
I
understand.
know, because I have people who tell
Why
me
this and that, yeah.
trying to make art makes them sweat and like they don't know what to do and they feel blocked, you know. I'm sure that's how I feel about math.
Yeah. It's just so do you think the right brain, left brain thing is for real?
I think everybody has a little bit of both. Don't you think? I do think that your brain, one side of your brain commands more, but like more math or more
Artsy.
creativity,
Maybe.
but this kind of project makes you have to work on both sides,
Yes, it does. True.
which is really a good way for students to learn.
Yeah. Like that brain hurt. That's what I tell them all the time. If your brain hurts, good. That's what I want.
Sometimes my students will say, Miss Greenhouse, this is hard. And I'll say, yes, welcome to school.
Welcome to school.
School's hard, y'all.
Welcome to life.
School is hard. School's hard. I don't know what else to do. I might be done. Everybody at home's like looking. They're like, no, don't put that there. They can see where I should go next. But
Everybody at home.
everybody at home that's watching this right now,
The whole nation.
Oh, we got so many people watching us, Miss Hahn.
I know we do. Like, please do not, I mean, if you're on the news feed, keep it open for all the other people.
Yeah, right. Don't bog it down.
Yes, don't crash the server. Please.
Don't crash the server. Okay, I know we said we shouldn't layer, but I got a layer.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to.
Okay, I'll count. I can count it even though
And
I've
we'll
layered
just
it.
pretend that we know it's down there. So
Yeah,
that's what it is.
I'm going to do it like this because I just felt like that needed a little something else. So you see? It's very Art Deco. 20s, 1920s Art Deco feel.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yours looks great. It does.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Are you ready to count?
Well, no, because I feel like there's so much more black space to cover.
Yeah, you have opportunities in your four corners.
I know, but I felt like if I did, you would say I was copying you.
No, you
Okay.
do you, girl.
Okay.
We are inspiring one another. That's what I tell the students at school because they'll be like, she's copying me.
No, you're inspiring.
We're inspiring each other,
Yeah. Okay.
which is one of the really hard things about doing any kind of art class virtually is that
We're
you
the
don't
only inspiration.
you don't get to see one another. Like, I like having the students see each other's projects and they get ideas from each other, which is
Right.
one of the great things about making art in a group.
Well, this is true.
Okay, I'm done. I'm going to start counting.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
I think I need to finish my corners, and I need to make sure that you are counting correctly.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything I can do for you. One more corner.
You got this. Man, that looks really good.
Thank you.
I like both of these better than the one I made at home. I made this one at home.
I mean, it's still pretty.
It is, but it's a little.
It's just.
It's a little too busy, I think. I think I put too many circles on it. But these two, like, I kind of like the black space. Now that is really balanced now with those corners pieces. Look
Yeah.
up there.
Ooh.
See how good it
Ooh,
looks?
Look at that balance. Look at that balance.
Okay, do you want me to count yours?
Sure.
1 whole, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5, 6 and a half.
Good job.
I did it.
I'm so proud of you. All right,
Thanks.
let's look at yours.
Okay.
Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half.
Yes.
Now,
What?
5 and a half
Yeah.
plus, what did you say mine was?
6 and a half.
6 and a half. How many do we have altogether?
12.
I knew you could do it. See?
Look at us.
That's awesome.
That's
Very good.
That's adding mixed numbers, right?
Exactly.
5 and a half plus 6 and a half. And you teach it like 6 and 1/2, or you teach like 6.5.
No, no 0.5.
We're not there yet.
No. 6,
1/2 plus 5,
1
1/2.
half equals
12.
Yeah. Groovy.
Do you talk about it in like dollars ever?
No.
Like $6.50 or $6.50 or anything like that?
When we get into our decimals, I do.
That's later,
That's later.
but not.
Basic decimals. No.
not now.
No, not here. Though we did do something interesting today.
Tell me more.
Has nothing to do with this, but there was a Facebook post that said, did you know if you save a quarter a day, you would have 10,000 da-da-da-da-da by the end of the month? And I was like,
What?
wow, I can do that. I can save a quarter a day. I had no idea. But then I started thinking, wait a minute. I had to do my math.
Yeah?
And it was like, wrong. So I thought,
They spammed you. It
No.
wasn't even true.
no, it's not true.
Oh.
So I thought, you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to have the kids, when they go to the boards, do a problem. If you save a quarter a day, how much money would you have at the end of the month? And we said,
30
well,
days?
let's just say the month has 30 days.
Okay.
There are some are different.
Yeah.
And it was very interesting to watch them go to work. And so they multiplied 25 times 30.
Yes?
And they got like 750. And then,
Seems like
so I was
seems
like,
kind of high.
right. So I was like, so how much money do you have? And they start, $750. Do you? I'm going to tell you you're close. So it was really fun to watch
Watch them figure that out.
it's 750 cents, which is $7.50.
Yeah, that's not a whole lot of money.
Right. I was like, so
I could
is
just
it
like
worth it?
skip one Starbucks coffee and save
Yeah.
that.
So then I was like, okay, so then how much would you make the whole year if you did that? And so they were, I can't remember what it was. It ended up being like $90 or something.
Yeah, not even
for the whole year.
$100.
So I'm sitting here like $10,000. Like,
Facebook's lying to you
they lied.
every day.
I mean, I was about to drop a quarter in the jar every day.
I'm
I was
glad
like,
you did
I'm
the
going to buy
math.
me a new something.
I'm glad you did the math. Okay,
Anyway.
listen, we got to say goodbye.
Oh,
Hold this up. Thanks for coming to art class today, everybody.
yes, it was fun.
Tune in to our next episode. Miss Hahn's
What?
going to join me again.
And what's it going to be?
We're going to do some more symmetry.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
It's like an advanced symmetry class. You ready?
I'm ready for the challenge.
Different supplies. We're going to use paper still but colored pencils. And this is a new kind of colored pencil I just bought, and I'm super excited to share it with you. So
I love colored pencils.
tune in to the next episode, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.